Tormy Hort.
I don't know why.
Message has been playing. And why didn't that mission disappear? Crucible, huh? No, that's not an ominous name or anything. It's conflicted or something. Wait. Oh, robot.
Human of unknown origin detected. Designated outsider. This is an undisclosed secret location. Please identify purpose or depart. Acknowledging receipt of emergency request. Explanation deemed acceptable. Clearance granted to Crucible. Outsider will deliver 150 units of copper. Compensation will be dispensed.
Tobias, stand down. We have a visitor.
Reminder, deliver required material. End of conversation.
This is incredible. For so long we hoped for any visit, and the day has finally arrived. We see no one, ever. Your arrival is truly an historic one, but many fear what it portends. The societies have closed their doors and are arguing about what to do, while the rest hide to see which way the wind blows. Franklin would know what to do. He's the oldest among us. You should talk with him. Most of us are like me, free and unaligned. But there are three societies that are oft at odds with one another. The Believers, the Pragmatists, and the Renegades. It would be wise to meet each of them. Franklin leads the Pragmatists. Crucible is a tinderbox, and any spark will set it off. We're still recovering from a deadly conflict that happened 3 years ago. Far fewer of us are here to greet you today because of it.
3 years ago?
Give it time, and I'm sure the others will come out. For curiosity's sake, if nothing else.
Okay. Now I'm just curious. Let's look into this shit. Inaccessible.
Do not leave Crucible. Warning delivered.
Oh, robot. What do you mean, do not leave?
When your
Do
ship
what I
landed,
fucking
I feared
I'm
the
sure-
robots
Oh,
would
Mr.
shoot
Franklin?
you on sight. I am greatly relieved that they let you enter our community. But you come during a delicate time. Everyone will seek to use your arrival to further their own ends.
Okay, Franklin Roosevelt.
No, we most certainly do not. Our relationship with them is a matter of some debate. You ask a question you already know the answer to. Yes, of course. I have need of you. But if you have a good heart and a quick mind, I am sure you will see my point of view. As well you should. I am Franklin Delano Roosevelt, leader of the Pragmatist Society.
Yeah.
Well, it is gratifying that even after all these years, my name isn't entirely forgot. You see, I was an American president. Well, not literally, but in a sense I was. Everyone that lives here are clones. Some of us are clones of the greatest figures of history, and others, well, we don't rightly know.
Okay.
When we die, and some of us die quite often, we are brought back. I cannot imagine how strange this must sound to an outsider. Then you must live a remarkably interesting life. After decades, centuries, of trying
do.
to
I
figure
should
it
lose
out
gravity out of my
ourselves,
fucking
there is so very much we don't know either. The robots clone us for a reason, their so-called mission. But what that is, and what we should do about it, is something the societies disagree about. Sometimes violently. It's best you meet with the other societies, and after, I promise I'll explain the pragmatists' position on matters. Well, it is one of the few concrete things we know about Crucible. If you want to truly know about the mission, the believers will tell you all about it. In fact, it can be hard to get them to stop talking about it. After you meet with them, I'll share my position.
All right.
Be careful what you wish for. Word has been sent, so the street should be full again. There is more I would talk with you about, but I would not take advantage of your ignorance. Go speak with the Monirinas and Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan!
You actually came from space. If you had a life sentence, wouldn't you do anything to be free?
You can hear the howls at night. The defenses have to hold.
I would kill for a new slate, of anything at all.
Hell.
I just wish the societies could get along. Change is coming, I can feel it.
I hope your arrival doesn't mean more violence.
Who cares what sick experiment Crucible was designed for? We need to escape.
You're the most exciting thing that's
That's
happened,
locker.
well, ever.
Let me guess, Genghis Khan is part of the Renegades.
I hope your arrival doesn't mean more violence.
I would kill for a new slate.
always
Graham
Any-
said who TF is Mary Berg and why is she everywhere on Twitter?
At all.
I just wish the societies could get along.
Get along.
The other societies make me sick. This is a plain.
Or whatever happened.
You actually came from space.
Yes.
Welcome to town, stranger. Consider me part of the welcoming committee. The name's Wyatt Earp, and I'd be most pleased if you'd use one of the spare rooms during your stay, for a modest fee, of course. You and me both there. I do the best I can to uphold the law, but the societies make that difficult. I expect I've had as much success restraining Genghis as the Chinese did. I do what I can. Roosevelt and I are both of the same mind on that. I can work with that. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. And by the by, I may have access to some essentials I've picked up over the years. Happy to sell them to you. Of course. It runs hot and cold. During usual times, it's an
You ain't got
occasional
shit, bro.
scuffle. Maybe a black eye when an argument gets out of hand. And then a society goes on a rampage and it's tombstone all over. I hope your arrival keeps things on an even keel. A
Some
pleasure
of the
talking
turrets are
with you.
failing. The mission
I
is a
know
lie.
Amonarinas and the believers are fixing them. You're free to assist them. But
You
if
don't
they
get old on Crucible unless you are
that
smart.
will most likely
FBI.
learn how to do things for ourselves. Well,
Be
power,
quiet.
how to fix the plumbing, for God's sake.
You can hear the howls at night. The defenses have to hold.
I need to go out there.
I listened to Amanarinas for years before I...
Change is coming. I can
Amelia.
feel it. Your ship. She's a beauty. It travels the stars, right? Tell me, what's it like out
Earnhardt.
there?
Stinky.
That's just how I imagine it. My name's Amelia Earhart. When I first woke up in this place, in my head, I knew all about my namesake, her life and her accomplishments. But I also knew how to fly a starship, reactor limits, thrust acceleration, vectors, and everything. In my mind's eye, I can imagine flying out there, touching heaven itself. And yet, cruelly, here I sit. The facility keeps us alive, fed and protected, but they do a terrible job of informing us of anything at all. My guess is the facility thought they might need a pilot one day, but your guess is as good as mine. Funny, some of us have had the same thought about you. Listen, I know you owe me nothing at all, but I would do anything to get off of here. I know the societies want who knows what from you for who knows why, and I don't want to get involved in any politics. I just want, for my single self, a chance to explore. You won't regret it. Thanks. Do you want to talk about anything else? I have a few choice, unchristian thoughts about some of them. But I'm going to stay out of it. Listen, I'd understand you making any decision you have to regarding them. Any at all. I just hope you judge me separate. I don't wish harm on anyone. I just want to explore. No, I don't. I consider myself a most ardent admirer of hers. She feels like... family. Distant family. I like to think we both share a kindred spirit of adventure, though. She broke so many barriers in her life. I would love the same opportunity one day. I hope to see you again.
You're probably a... You're a clone.
I had hoped you would visit me. Good. Know that
Hey,
you stand
there.
before Queen Amanirinas of the Kush, queen of a dead kingdom on a dead world. But I earned my name, and even the sands of time cannot take it from me. In truly ancient times, My land lay south of Egypt, a harsh country. History is enamored of my contemporary Cleopatra, but she would have withered and died had she tried to rule my land. Your courtesy is appreciated, even though it rings hollow. My subjects are all dust. If you don't believe me, know you are not alone. Some clones deride me behind my back. I know this.
Yep.
But I feel in my bones that I am a Manirinas for true. The great and the terrible. To those
That
who
robot just
oppose
walked
me.
through me.
I remember
How rude.
things no one has told me. Memories of faces, betrayers, lovers, allies, and enemies. And the smells. The right scent. And I close my eyes. And I can picture all of it. So vividly. It aches my heart. My home. My kingdom. You are wise, then. I know how it must sound. Once, I called upon mighty armies. However, on Crucible I still lead.
Oh, you're a clone.
Have you heard of the
I kind of
believers?
expected to have your memories.
Have you heard of the mission? We are the ones who will take our rightful place in these settled systems to bring in a new glorious age and break the endless cycles of
That's what I
oppression
want to know
and
about
greed.
the mission.
So many scoff at the mission. Before we are reborn here, there are words all of us are told. That we are the chosen. We are meant to better ourselves. To learn, grow, and thrive. All of us represent the greatest figures in our history. Who better to lead the settled systems to a new golden age? You are skeptical. My advisors thought the same when Augustus Caesar stood unbeatable at Kush's border. I made war against the mighty Romans. I took their cities and fought them to a draw. No other king or queen can boast of that honor against that famed Roman. And that's just me. Some of the greatest lions of all ages are awaiting rebirth. What are bureaucrats, petty politicians, and lawyers against that? If we could do it ourselves, we would have, years ago. I do not care if you think my plan is insane. But what I want, what we want, is a chance to prove to the facility we are ready. When someone has achieved their potential, the facility is supposed to set us free among the stars. But the machines have been breaking more and more over the years, and no one has ever been deemed worthy. I need your help to properly fix the facility so that we can prove ourselves and claim our birthright. I need you to go to the facility. The robots and what drives them is not here. The facility is where they come from. Somewhere far to the east. None of us can travel there. But you can. Go there, please. And see if the facility can be repaired. Then report back to me.
That's Genghis. Genghis Mangus.
Stranger! Weapons out! They come!
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
The man from the stars. Come to see me. And you're not afraid to get your hands
I think
dirty.
it's over.
I guess the world out there is not so different than here. Genghis Khan, a pleasure to meet you.
Of course not. We got monsters still up there.
Then don't believe it.
Or aliens, technically.
It is true his blood runs through my veins. But I am not he. Crucible tries to imprint the clones with fake memories. Genghis predated the Mongols having written records. For being so great a figure, we know practically nothing about him. When was he born? How he died? Where he was buried? A single speech he gave? Nothing. It must have driven the robots mad, trying to figure out what to do with me. Manners cost me nothing. But make no mistake, I will do whatever it takes to escape this prison. I am pleased that the dangers out here are of no concern to you. You cannot be fully human if you trap yourself behind walls. I would provide fresh meat for my society, so we don't get fat off the robots. Franklin and I see eye to eye on very little, but even he appreciates this. And I always hope to see some means of escape. Perhaps our luck has finally changed. The robots taught me many things any Mongol would know. So, hunting game, even such as this, is little challenge to me. So Franklin told you of us. Oh, that we're clones? Some of us think that makes us special. That the deeds of our namesakes are somehow ours.
Yes.
But that is blind arrogance. We are just people. Same as you. Same as anyone. None at all. It is as if I were a student of his life and times from an early age. I know so much about him, but that doesn't mean I am him. I am me, and I am content with this.
So if you had a clone of a
I
tiny
never really
Genghis
thought
Khan, would you
about that.
hurt it?
Surprising
Torture it?
indeed. But all this talk gets us nowhere. Too many of the others grovel at the feet of the damned robots, trying to play their roles in a broken game. The renegades will not submit, and one day we will be free. I do not know. Everything outside of Crucible is unknown to us. I imagine the settled systems are not so settled that a man who does not shrink from violence can't make a place for himself, though. Were it that easy, I have died a dozen deaths trying to find a way out of Crucible. You get too far or disobey too much, then death. Crucible holds our lives in its hands. But now, the robots have made a grave mistake. You can go where none of us can. You hold our future in your hands, and all the societies know it. Oh yes, you can go 1 or 2 miles from Crucible, and you drop dead. I have no knowledge of medicine, but it's probably poison. It boils my blood to be subjugated like this. But too many of the clones are sheep. As long as their pens are clean and comfortable, they bleat their arguments.
There's probably something in your heart
sense
or
fire
your
in you.
brain that just shuts
Good.
off.
You will need
That just
it.
stops
You know
working.
of the facility, yes? Go there and make
Like a
the
chip that-
machines let us leave. It is not much to ask, and it will set us free.
Funny enough, you and the other lady will do the same thing.
Your visitation is a prayer answered. I suppose I am what passes for one here. I have my namesake's
Lovelace.
education, so I am well versed there. But without any books or treatises from other scientists, my knowledge is limited. Some clones received specialized knowledge,
I thought
like
that was
Amelia.
familiar.
She knows how spacecraft works. So interviewing them has been fantastic for learning more advanced scientific principles. But mainly I conduct experiments, rudimentary as they are.
I do not know the next...
Uncomfortable, truth be told. The believers are undeniably favored by the facility. Their complex receives food and materials first. When blood is spilt, the facility robots often side with them, and always the arguments and fisticuffs. Most of us just want to live in peace. Why yes, Ada Lovelace, at your service. My namesake worked with Charles Babbage, and is widely considered the first female programmer. And to see what our little experiments led to, I only wish Mr. Babbage was here. It's always a pleasure.
The renegades will use any means.
You're the most exciting thing that's happened, well, ever.
I just wish the society...
So, you have heard from the other societies. I must confess I'm very curious what an outsider thought of them, and their positions. You might be the first objectively neutral party we've ever come across. A very diplomatic approach. The facility has gathered some of the most obstinate and dangerous personages throughout history. It has told them that they should lead in a golden age via whatever means they see appropriate. Setting us all loose and parter as a whole would invite disaster. We are barely fit to lead ourselves. Certainly. It is evident that the facility is decaying. It is both unsustainable and unwise for us to fix and maintain the status quo. Our community must be weaned off the machines, learn how to build, grow, and govern ourselves, allowed to raise families so we can pass our lessons to the next generation, and to die when our allotted time is finished. One day we will be worthy of going to the stars. We are just not there yet. Yes, and not to be indelicate, not for lack of trying. Are we even human in this state? We have no future, only the past. Do not listen to passion. Genghis can be very persuasive, but he's a fool. In some sense, we are an abomination. A science project made for unknown ends and with uncertain results. Once we are fully human, fully self-reliant, then we should be allowed to join the settled systems. I am sure in time you will see the validity of my argument. Go to the facility and see what can be done.
Over here!
I'm
We
gonna
need
let
to
the
talk.
facility thing tell you if you guys are worthy or not.
Listen, it's not safe to talk here. It's about Roosevelt. There's something you need to know. Not here. If he found out I'm even talking to you about this,
Okay.
thank you. There's a, well, cave just outside town. No chance of us being listened in on. Please, come as quick as you can. Ideally, before you go to the facility. I hope so. I'll meet you at the cave.
Actually,
In
I'm
my
more
darkest
interested in
hours,
this now.
I feared that we were all that was left of humanity.
Oh, good thing you didn't think that.
You can hear the howls at night.
Oh, hey.
You came. I just can't take a chance. These clones, they're psychotic, crazy. If they find out, I'm sorry. I just can't take the chance.
All right.
You're just making it worse. I'm not Wyatt Earp. I wish. God, how I wish I was. I was cloned off a monster. America's first serial killer. H.H. Holmes.
Who the fucker?
It's like a living nightmare.
Oh, okay.
If you go to the facility, I know you'd find out who I am. And if you let any of these bloodthirsty maniacs know, they'd kill me. But no, that wouldn't be the end. Every time my new clone would appear, death, torture, pure hell. I'm afraid it's you or me. I'm going to kill you. I just don't see a way out. Wyatt Earp was a hero. Maybe I can. I don't want to die. I want to believe you. I do. I'm gonna trust you, okay? Just don't tell anyone. This never happened.
Wait, there's like an explosive barrel right here. Alright, back to this. So the kid did. I mean, that wasn't gonna. Okay. Well, that would explain why he was a hotel owner. Is he more scared of anything? I don't give a shit. Like, buddy, I killed a lot more people than you have.
Please disregard. I attempted an informal.
Like, you don't want to. Like, gonna die. Fuck with me. He's like, I don't want to die. Space Roach. Right, going in. Shit's running around here.
I am taking damage. Warning, massive damage.
Something's fucking up the robots in here. What the hell happened here? Confinement is driving me crazy day after day around. I think the game's right. The game's Number 7. Let's break into the top floor. It is a spaceship, as we all assumed the records call the Galathea. As the ship was being stripped down, but as the comm system was operational, there was a message from another ship called the Beagle. I played the transfer, it was just raw noise. I will try to get back tonight. This guy's place got fucking infested, dude. I don't think I was supposed to be able to do that. Someone died here. Today I am here new. They tell me I was here before, but I never have been born. Ever knowledge of his son, Kablai, his accomplishments of being the founder of a great empire to rival any in history. The machines tell me I am someone I am not. I will not play by their rules. Glad new newborns get spawned out of here. Copper deposit. That's a ribcage. He dug through the fucking walls, dude. Someone died on the shitter. We somehow got a hold of explosives last night. We woke to a thunderous din. The facility has been repeating incessantly. Containment breached. It is maddening. An expedition set out to the outside this morning. They report predators, deadly ones, all about. Amelia and Amanius are furiously to come up with anything they could use as a weapon. I try to get to the facility's inner sanctum to no avail. There is nowhere to hide. Nothing to be done but wait. What if it turns out this was like some giant fucking battle royale shit? What the fuck dropped? Like some celebrity deathmatch shit. But with real people. try, nerd. Welcome to my first time right here, and now I bleed. First I heard the mission, I felt a thrill. We were chosen. We would rule again, but after spending countless days and nights, who is to say in this windowless halls we do nothing? Facility feed us, the facility provides it, we just argue, but now we do more. We turn to murder. I pray you find this brother of my blood. Do not trust Bill Hickok. He's not. Who the fuck is Bill Hickok? Someone was murdered right here. Unanswered question. Who created the facility? Is the mission the real reason it was created? Do we really share the DNA of our namesake? Are any people watching us? Are the robots as unintelligent as they appear? Weren't really that what they claim, so many more questions. The few people are asking the right questions. Apparently you guys murdered everyone here. Here's something crawling around, but I don't see it. Probably underneath me. Apparently I got hurt at some point. Alrighty then. Oh my god! Those are fucking tough shit. stuck. Fuck, that was fast! AI is fucked. I think it's stuck. I accept your willingness to die, Mr. Mac. Elimination fucking 5. Got 3 health bars, dude. So fucked, dude. Level 85 means nothing if you don't understand terrain warfare. Here, please. There we go. I die already, dude. Years of trial and error, and I have attained proficient enough to call myself programming. It is amazing how far things have advanced from my memories. Think Babbage and I would open this untold world of knowledge and power. I realize I've never will be a masterful programmer. I have no books or text to advance myself, but the intricacy of the security here is daunting. This is on full lockdown. Only solution is the security override code, but where is it? This part of the facility is open to us until Genghis set off at his explosions, and even here, there is nothing of that sort. If only I had more time to think about the monsters lurking in every hall now. Perhaps the damage to means this is my final life. Pity so much more. Actually, click that button. There we go. It's all infested, dude. Let's see what this is about. Oh, okay. Partially explored. Partially explored. Is there more to this fucking facility? So I killed everything in here. Unless there's a way in here. Oh wait, computer. Damn. I don't have the manual override code. If I had that, I might be able to explore that. Let's go get these dudes some news. Who should I do? Should it be Genghis Khan, Roosevelt, or Believer? Team Believer. Where's my ship? I like Genghis Khan.
Howdy.
I think it's
I
funny
need
that
to
you
come out
caused
there.
this whole
Want to
situation
see
to begin with.
Hey, okay, hello.
I would kill for Lucy.
Do not leave Crucible. Moving delivered.
This world is savage, untamed. Would that I could explore it. Show me. Always this planet has its traps and tricks. The facility sounds even worse than here, if that's possible. So we need the security override code. But there is no such thing in Crucible. But
I
this
could just
other ship,
outwire it, but
the Beagle,
that's what I wanted.
now that might have what we need. Ada
Well,
and
it's,
her
shitholder.
stargazing. She may be able to help. And she owes me a favor. I will radio her and tell her to help you. She will find the Beagle for us. She must.
Change is coming.
I'm done. I'm done helping you guys. You'll deal with your own situation for a little while. I'm gonna go do something else. But that'll be it for now.